the demon guy. I forget his name.
Thavos.
Thavos, yes. And we talked to him about the bones of Lif's. Not Lif's. Yes, Lif's.
Lif's wife.
Not Lif's. Lif's wife, yes.
Right. All right. So this is Dragon Deep Water Heist. No. This is Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I got that one totally backwards. All right. This is.
I thought you did that on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose. I don't know what happened. That was just a
little bit of dyslexia.
Yes. That was really weird. I feel like I was part of my brain was pulled into a different dimension, and then it came back. All right, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We seem to have a little bit. So, all right. So what happened in Waterdeep Dragon Heist? Just to bring everybody in the world back to speed, where we are. You basically took on a quest from Volo Thamp Getarm, the famous bard, chronicler, wizard, whatever you want to call him. He had misplaced his friend Floon, or lost him. He apparently was kidnapped by the Xanathar's Guild, and I'm starting to lose track. I think it was the Xanathar's Guild.
Yes.
They were looking for Renaer Neverember because of his connection to his father, Dagalt Neverember, and their desire to find this hidden cache of money called dragons somewhere in Waterdeep. They made a mistake, and they kidnapped Floon instead, because Floon looks a little bit like Renaer. As Coneth
like this.
Got a kind of like a police sketch of Floon. Very well done. That's what actually enabled you to find him. So after going to cut to the chase here, you found him in a underground sewer lair of the Xanathar Guild. Pretty much wiped out that entire lair. Found him, brought him back, and received a reward from Volo, who was supposed to give you gold, but it fell short of he didn't have the cash. But instead, he had something that might be more valuable. And that was the deed to Trollskull Manor. Trollskull Manor is pretty much an abandoned inn, tavern. It was once known for its, it was a very busy, popular place to go. But has since, for one reason or another, must have gone out of business. And the building was abandoned, and Volo won it in a game of 3 dragon ante, and gave it to you as reward for finding Floon. You make your way you take title to the Trollskull Manor, and while you're there, you decide you're going to clean the place up, maybe open it up for business at some point. You have neighbors that are very excited about this. You also have had various guilds visit you to offer their services to help you. You know it's going to cost around 1,000 gold pieces for the various carpentry guilds and plumbing guilds and whatever else is going to come in and basically renovate the place and make it ready for you to operate. You took a lot of the task on your own, and cleaned up the place pretty well. It does need to get fully renovated, but you're doing a pretty good job. And by doing so, you seem to have befriended a poltergeist that was kind of hanging out there named Lif. You weren't sure about him at first. What's that?
He's a pretty good worker, and he's got the right. We don't have to pay him. He doesn't need to ask for any money.
I guess money has no meaning for him since he's already dead. You have an interesting way of communicating with Lif. Lif does not speak. You can't hear him, at least. But he was able to write. And you were able to write, or you could speak to him. He probably heard you. But after a while, after somehow you must have gained some of his trust, he had asked you if you would do him this major, big-time favor. Not a favor. I mean, he was mourning the death of his wife from a long time ago, I guess. Though the problem was the way she died was a very unholy way. She had made a deal with a devil named Thavos, who said he would help cure their baby of this terminal disease. Something went awry, and it fell apart after she had already signed her contract. And apparently he condemned her soul to hell, and also punished Lif at the same time by killing him and forcing him his spirit to linger right here in Trollskull Manor, where he worked. He used to be a worker there. He had asked you to confront Thavos, possibly, or at least go, make your way to Thavos and see if you could find her bones and bring them back so that they could be properly buried, so that her soul may rest. He had suggested that you speak to one of the local proprietors of the bookstore that's also owned by a wizard, a draconic, I'm sorry, a dragonborn wizard, who had remembered this interaction with Finette, that's Lif's wife, and had produced the book that she, or at least a copy of the book that she had used, which was basically a book of rituals. One of them was a ritual to not necessarily summon, but open up a portal to a place in the Nine Hells where Thavos hangs out. Sure enough, you take the book, you find the ritual, you perform the ritual, and you make your way into Thavos' lair. You confront Thavos. Try to convince him to just hand over the bones. And he basically says no. He disappears, and he sends his minions after you. A bunch of imps.
Yeah,
who
rude.
Nearly killed at least one of you.
Two of us. Almost killed two of us.
Almost killed two. I think one of you was reduced to 0 hit points at one point.
Yeah, that was
Dark, right?
Yeah.
You do prevail, and now you're searching his lair. You came across a room, a chamber, actually one chamber that seemed to have some traps in it. But there were some other offshoot chambers. One of them had a drow white in it that you had to battle. But once you did and kill him, also a tough battle if I remember correctly,
Yes.
you opened up
Yes,
this
it
magic
was.
chest, kind of a sarcophagus type of a thing, that had a bowl on top of it that was there for sacrifice, and it had runes, and it was bound by a magic arcane lock. You couldn't open it otherwise. I believe it was Rothamir who figured out that you had to drip some blood into the bowl, and that unlocked the arcane lock. When you opened up the crate or the chest or whatever it was, you found an amazing set of studded leather armor, which I believe went to Dark. And with that was the hilt of a sword that called out. It spoke. And Coneth is currently wielding this, and I think where we left off is you were resting. And
It's terribly familiar to me.
yes,
Somehow, this terrible feeling of deja vu, piercing my brain.
well, she spoke to you, Coneth, and at the time she did say that, yes, you do seem familiar. She was in here for so long, trapped inside this dark crate in this place that she's not familiar with. I'm not too familiar with.
I take it the bones were not Liv's wife in the sarcophagus. Somebody else's bone. Think
Well,
Liv will know the difference?
I think that you had realized that those bones might have belonged to whatever that white was.
Yeah.
It was a drow.
Yeah, I know.
A lurker of the Underdark. With the hilt of a sword that...
Get it.
That
Where
is-
did he get it?
Well, yeah, that does seem strange, right? This sword is all about radiance. You wouldn't think that someone from the Underdark would wield something like that, but it was in the crate, or the sarcophagus, or whatever. I'll call it a sarcophagus.
Yeah.
So this is where we left you. You are now in this room, in this chamber. I'll share the map. This is exactly where we left off. I believe you leveled up. You're now level 3. And
Yes.
Coneth is... I think, Coneth, we left you...
Trying to attune to...
Right, you're trying to figure out how the sword works.
Oh, good. I'm all set up for with level 3.
Okay. And that's it. Where do we leave? So now you're resting. I believe everybody's at... Was this a short rest?
No, this is a long rest.
A long rest. Why do I see damage on anybody here? Rothamir took damage because he... But you rested already. Okay, so really we have to do a long rest. So I'm going to do that now. I don't know if we did a long rest.
Okay. Yeah, I still have 4. I'm down 4 hit points, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is weird because I thought you guys took some damage from the white, but either way, let's we know that you guys did a long rest and you leveled up. So let's do that now. Okay. All right, Coneth, in the middle of that rest, that long rest, you did spend a certain amount of time before you slept attuning to the sword. And in that time, you got to know her a little bit better. And as you started to learn how the sword works, you seem to be able to activate it, let's say, and basically Dawnbringer is very similar to a sun sword, kind of like a lightsaber. It emits a radiant blade.
Wait, I gotta see if it looks like this. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
In the meantime, is there anything else that anybody else is doing at the moment?
I'm just resting.
That's
Kind of like this. A little bit like this.
Yes.
Probably not the same color.
Coneth has a lightsaber.
Not just any lightsaber. It says "Bad Mother Effer" on it. Right back. Put back.
All right. Dark, you also have put on this pretty amazing armor. Let's just double check and make sure that your armor is on and you have gotten the benefits of that armor. Hang on a moment.
I think Dark is tankier than Coneth right now.
He might actually be. So, yeah, you have that equipped. Turned out to be a +2 Drowcraft studded leather armor. It's fantastic armor. You feel so good in that armor. You don't feel like you're going to give up any bit of stealthiness. It doesn't even creak as you move around in it like your previous armor did. It's quiet, but it's also got this thick leather, and the studs adds extra protection. And not to mention, it's very cool looking. Drowcraft, black leather. with metal, silver studs all over it. You look pretty. You certainly would be able to lurk in the shadows. In fact, maybe the studs aren't so bright. Maybe they're a darkened metal. Maybe that seems a little bit more stealthy. Right up your alley. All right, everybody. What would you like to do?
Well, there's one way out, right? There's only one way in and one way out.
There is only one way out. You have a doorway that's to the east, to the west. That is, and it'll take you back to that central hall area with the columns, and you've uncovered a couple of traps, if you remember correctly.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, and you asked about the bones. The bones do not look like the description of Finette, who was a... Oh, why am I forgetting what she was? I think she was a human. Was she human?
I don't know. I don't think we actually ever asked Liff if he was human or not. I don't think we actually know what we're looking for.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
that seems to be a critical question we may have forgotten to ask.
Yes, well, let's talk about what Liff had told you, okay? There was something that I forgot when we originally did it, but I think I let you know that there were some clues. Let's see. Well, she was human. Liff, I guess you don't exactly know what Liff is because you don't really see him. Or did you? Did we see him?
No, we've never actually seen him.
Never actually seen him. And he didn't really talk. I guess he didn't really talk too much about what he was.
Nope.
But she is human, and I think the question may have come up at one point, like, how would you know which bones are hers? Because you are coming across bones in this place. So the only thing he said was, and remember, he didn't speak in full sentences when he was communicating with you. He basically said, piercing nether region.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Piercing nether region. Okay. Maybe that'll become obvious when we come across a skeleton with a pierced nether region.
And that's how you know it'll be Finette. All right, so there's nothing out of the ordinary about these bones that you see inside there, other than they do look like they match the white a little bit more than Finette. Or at least whatever description you got from Finette.
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing?
I guess I'm gonna move back toward the door and see if it's clear. Didn't we bar it? No, we didn't bar it.
Did not bar it. No, the door was open. Okay. So ahead of you, in fact, you could see into the room. The room is pretty brightly lit. There were torches in that other room. Talk about the room with the columns, and you could see into it. Remember, in front of you, where you are now, there's a pit. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have the graphic there, but there was a pit there.
Oh, I mean, I think it goes without saying that we're not going to walk into something.
You're not walking in front of them, but you got to jump over that. Not an issue. It's not that big a pit. You could do it easily.
I thought we put the pipe in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. You did. You disabled it. No, you're right. Yeah. You're right. You
Dark
did do
disabled that one, and I think he disabled the one on the
right. That's probably why I made them disappear, because they were essentially a floor now. That's probably what I did. Boy, I can't remember that far back. It's only been a few weeks. All right. Once again, I urge you not to look at the stream. The players, that is. people who are watching the stream, I do urge you to watch. All right, what else? What's everybody else doing?
I'll follow.
Rothamir, you're following behind Conneth. Dark, are you hanging back in the room?
Yanji.
All right, Conneth is standing on top of Dark's handiwork.
Oh, okay.
You're very trusting, Conneth. You are very trusting.
Yes.
That
this is really.
I'm
I
gonna
start
go
stomping
around.
on it. Like, this is some solid work, and I give it a couple of stomps. Really good job.
Do you do that?
No, I don't really do that.
I think that's a brilliant idea, Conneth. You should definitely keep doing that.
I was about to have you roll some dice.
All right, so we came from the south, right?
You came from the south. That's correct. So,
Okay, and we have
There are doors on each
here.
Yes.
I don't think we went through that. Did we go
So
Yeah,
that's correct. There's a door there. You
We
did
did
go
go through
through that one. I believe you did go
Yeah.
through. Did you go through that one?
I think
We
we
did.
went through
I
that
see it
one.
on-
You
I
did the
see
one
it.
on the left. Yeah.
We didn't do the two top ones.
There's a door. Yep. There's doors here. There's a door here, and one all the way to the north.
Shall we go to the one just north of us on the right side, on the right hand side?
Yeah, because I think we already went into that other one straight across.
You did go to the one straight across. That's correct.
Oh, yeah, the right-hand side, top right. Oh, okay,
Yep.
I see. Sorry, I
Alright,
just
so-
noticed the door.
So I'm going to. I guess I'll try. I'll go over here. The door closed.
The door's closed. Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like there's been traps at all of these doors,
Yes.
so they're probably not trapped.
Yes. I should probably not open them, or no, I should.
You should probably just walk right in front of it and open it
Yes.
and keep it closed.
I was looking at that.
All right,
my head.
Conneth. As you walk
Okay.
to where you are, Conneth, you hear a clunk, and the floor it drops right in front of you. Make a
Right after-
dexterity.
oh,
What's that?
Yes. Right
Well-
after you were talking about how everything is trapped, I just
Yes.
started walking.
Conneth is known for
I
strength.
told you, Conneth, that it wasn't trapped. What were you
Yeah.
thinking?
All right, Conneth. Luckily, you weren't fully on the plate. You were able to kind of jump back as your reflexes are still very good. You
Okay.
jump back right to about here, and in front of you is another pit trap. So let me.
All right, this serves me right. I'm not moving.
In fact, I could probably throw a image like that. Hey, let's do that. Bam. Okay, does that come through? Okay, you see that trap there, right?
Sure do.
Okay. All right, and
That's right by
Rothamir,
the door?
you're moving up right to that right. Let's put you on the front of that column right there. Is that good?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Dark, what do you do? Are you hanging back?
No, I'm gonna move somewhere. I don't want to be like back here.
Okay. All right, you move out the door, standing on top of your handiwork. You're very confident in your craft. All right, so Conneth, in front of you, you have a 5-foot trap in front of you, and then there's a door. It's a pit.
Oh, this is blocked. Okay.
The floor has broken away essentially, and it's not broken away. It's the trap. The door actually hinges where the trap door, that is, hinges where the door is. A little far from you.
Yeah, so
Just out of reach. Your arms are not 5 feet long.
the door's
Unfortunately.
closed, so it's not like we can.
I got you covered. I'm gonna go ahead and
All right.
fly over there.
Ah.
Nice.
All right. Yanji is flying. I believe you can. Nope. Is that the one? Ah. Are you 5 feet
is there
in the
a
air?
thing? I mean, I have a 5-foot mark. Am I flying 5 foot above?
I just did that. Yeah. If
Cool.
you hit Alt and your scroll wheel over your character, I think you might be able to do it yourself. So you can decide how many feet you're going to.
That's cool. Just 5 feet. I'm good.
Okay. So you're kind of
I mean,
flying.
more like 1 feet, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't
Just
think I have
hovering
it.
over the pit.
Yeah, I think it goes in increments of 5. Okay. Well, the point is you're flying. You're in the air. You're buzzing, and you're right there. Underneath you, you see that pit is at least 10 feet down.
Any
And
bones?
what's that?
Are there any bones down in the
bones
pit?
Oh
down
yeah,
there.
there's bones strewn all over the place. There's bones down there. Hard to make out of what kind of bones they are.
If they can lift, there's a lot of bones. All right, hopefully, is a product placement from was it Thanos, whatever. What's his name? The
Thavos.
Thavos.
Thavos. Maybe he put her like on a shelf somewhere where we'll be with a plaque, rather than just random bones.
Okay, so you're opening the. There's a
I'm
little
heading in a bit further.
Yeah, there's actually a doorway there. Okay, so you open the door. The door opens, and a hallway very similar to the one to the chamber in the south. And in front of you is a door.
Okay, can I go, Mr. Tiny Fairy, and kind of fly in there all tiny like and see if there's anything in there that's gonna attack me?
You want to open the door? Sure.
Well, I don't necessarily want to open the door. I want to use my ability to become very small and fly between the cracks.
Oh, okay, that's right. Well, what size did you do?
Oh god, it's like 1 inch or something.
1 inch. Oh, okay. So
Yeah, I get real small.
Yeah. So let's roll an investigation check on
Sounds good.
this door to see if you could find a nook or something. You're investigating the door right now, so let's see how well you do.
Not very well.
Well, you're kind of looking around. It's kind of dark in there. Do you have dark vision, by the way?
I do.
You do have dark vision. All right. Then you do see one little section, one little corner on the bottom of the door. That's maybe it's not quite an inch. What would happen if it's not quite an inch? Could you get stuck?
I could potentially get stuck.
Yeah, I think you can get stuck. Why don't you see if you can wiggle through? Do you have any kind of a lubricant?
Yeah, we just got off a long rest, so I have the dew on my my whole body.
All right. That's right. Yanji Dark Dew. That is part of your character. Well, you do believe from your investigation check, it's enough for you feel as though you got a spot. You might be able to squeeze through, but it's going to be really, really tight. Why don't we make... I guess this would probably be... acrobatics, maybe?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. I'm going to go acrobatics with that one.
Oh,
See if you
here we go,
can kind
guys.
of wiggle your way through. You're not going to have much... Remember, you're tiny, and the door is thick enough where if you were life-size, this would be almost like a little tunnel you got to go through, right?
Yep.
You got it, and your arms are going to be, like, tight to your body. So you're gonna have to kind of wiggle through.
Here
Let's
we go.
see if you can do it. Let's do a. It's not gonna be easy. You gotta really suck in your gut.
Oh god. If I get stuck, I'm gonna need you to not come and rescue me.
And chances are there's gonna be like 3 pits between me and you. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
I think I'm coming.
Today the dew is a little wetter and less oily than usual. You managed to head first, I guess, right? Are you going head first, or how are you doing it?
I was kind of gonna shimmy through. Like, where is this at? Is it on the floor?
It's kind of like on the floor. It's like the bottom of the door. Think of where like the door corner, like the bottom corner, maybe a little slightly chipped, enough to not even quite an inch.
Then I think I would be like head first crawling on the floor.
All right, you're head first crawling on the floor. You make your way in, and in the middle you get stuck. Coneth, you see legs dangling.
Uh-oh.
Little tiny 1-inch legs, by the
way. Hard to see, Coneth, especially since I don't believe you have dark vision, but you do have light.
Well, I only have light if I
only if you do. Yeah, if you're using Dawnbringer. By the way, who you know how to use.
Yes, like natural.
Yeah. So right now I could turn your light off, but.
No, I'll activate Dawnbringer. So
all right.
We can.
Dawnbringer says, "With pleasure," and she. The radiance, the brightness. It's daylight. Yeah. Daylight is now, emanating from your location.
Yeah, this is very stealthy, by the way, guys. We're going to be super stealthy with Dawnbringer.
So, Coneth, you now are south of the trap.
I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to
jump it.
Skirt the edge of jump it or skirt the corner of it or whatever.
Okay.
To get through there.
Not much of a challenge. You make your way through. Don't even have to roll. All right, there you are. You land You land where the kind of like where that door jam area is, and you see this little tiny speck in the bottom left-hand corner of the door, and legs are kind of like, hey, dangling. Yeah. You can clearly see that there's something there stuck.
You better not be gentle with me.
Huh? Oh, yes, got it.
Okay, now Coneth.
Yes.
I don't know what the rules are around, your size change, but this is now. Yanji's kind of like a little 1-inch bug.
Yes.
Why don't you roll a perception, from while you're standing there.
Okay. That's great.
All right, this is like when you're playing blackjack and you're showing a 14.
Yeah, you totally.
You're showing me like, do I hit or do I?
I'm like,
is that a good roll or is that a bad roll? That's like a real average roll. I hate to say, it is just an average roll.
Yeah.
Well, your roll isn't average, but you at least got a little +3 on that.
Right. So.
You're thinking to yourself, your confidence level is not tremendously high. You're kind of like this brawny, strong dude with thick fingers, sausage fingers, maybe. And
Brother, I'm going to screw this up.
And
we're going to get a squat.
He's got very delicate legs. Very delicate legs are dangling there.
I'm not.
If you pull, I was going to say if you think that if you pull too hard, they might just pop right off.
They'll pop right off.
I don't know. Yanji, is that? Go ahead, Coneth. I'm sorry.
I would say yes.
That's what would happen?
I'm a little afraid. Yes, I'm a little afraid to pop to basically squash Yanji.
So Conniff, maybe you should just not open the door.
Wow.
Should not open the door. No, I don't want to. I'm not so sure I'm the guy to open the door. I think that I'm gonna. I really don't think I'm the guy you want. I'm afraid that if I open it up too hard, it's gonna pull off like your legs, or maybe your arm.
Yes.
Or even pop off your head. I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, Yanji, you're kind of stuck in that door. You got stuck there. So I don't know what would happen if you opened the door. So
I don't want to find out.
You're not feeling like you got the sleight of hand ability.
No. The finesse.
The finesse you need. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Do you
if I
have
that.
any oil on you? Maybe if we can lubricate me a little bit more.
Gotta lubricate. You gotta lube them up.
I think I'm gonna have to KY.
You gotta lube me up.
You mean you don't carry a bottle of lube with you wherever you go?
I left the KY in
Didn't you learn anything from Fitz?
What would Fitz do? That's true. Fitz would always have
lube. Right. Fitz would have the oil. All right, what do I have?
Fitz's oils would be scented.
That's right. I have water.
Meanwhile, Rothamir and Dark, you just saw Conniff just like jump in there into that room, into that thing, that hallway.
I mean, the closest thing I have is sweat that's probably pouring out of my, worried about this.
Rothamir, as you inch a little closer, luckily, underneath you, the floor still seems solid.
All right, I'm going to take another chance. I'm going to move out about over here so to give Rothamir a way in.
Jumping out. You jump across the corner. There you are, north. Luckily, Conniff, the floor seems solid under your feet as well.
Yes.
Taking chances. Okay.
What else? What choice do I have?
I don't know.
I don't have much of a choice.
I guess your choice.
I guess I could investigate.
Could have been where you know it was safe.
Oh, that's true. I do know that's safe there.
But Rothamir, being perceptive, at least with his passive perceptive enough to know that Conniff was standing there before where he just moved, and that square was safe as well. Dark, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move up there.
All right, Dark. You are just you're moving. Luckily, there were no traps on your way. You have no problem moving to that location. But what you see is a doorway. But from your location, it's a little hard to see, where, or even the location of where Yanji is. Yanji is no longer, by the way, flying. Any ideas of what you'd like to do?
No idea.
Okay.
Oh, we got to save Yanji. It's very, very little, and I'm sure I would screw that up if I tried to open the door. Somebody's got to come up with an idea to save him.
Well, so go ahead, Dark, and why don't you roll a perception?
I think that requires something dexterous to remove him without damaging him.
Let's find some lube.
I don't think I have any.
Save me! Don't save me.
Okay.
Nobody has any oil? I know it might be a little on the flammable side, but
Did you want to roll a perception? Remember how to do that, Dark? You got to go to
on
skills.
him.
Sorry.
That's the closest thing I have to lube. This ink.
Okay, Dark. That perception didn't help too much. The best you could hear is a little bit of a buzzing sound, or whatever noise Yanji tends to make. He's not really flying though, but maybe like a cricket.
No, you hear like muffled, like.
Or maybe like a cricket. Your
But
legs.
yeah, it'd be more like a cricket sound.
I guess I'm gonna attempt to jump across and get closer.
How's your strength? What's your strength look like?
Mine?
Your strength is 11. All right. No, you can do it. No problem. All right. You make it into the room. Roll a...
I'm gonna... Well, because since it appears to be dark, right?
It's dark in there. Yeah, I don't think Connor's...
Light.
Right. Okay.
So I'll cast my light cantrip on myself.
Okay. Connoth does not need your light necessarily anymore because he's got Dawnbringer. You could always wield Dawnbringer if you like.
Oops, sorry. Drag it on me.
Yes. That should have... Yep. That should give you light. Yeah.
Okay. I will... Oops. You said you want me to roll something?
You could roll an investigation check also, because now as you got closer, you kind of see what's going on. So you got like a little tiny dangling legs. Good investigation check.
Okay.
You do notice that he's stuck. Not enough lubricant there for sure, or the lubricant is whatever dew that was on Yanji's body wasn't enough. He's stuck. His legs are dangling. You do recognize that the size of Yanji at the moment makes him a little bit. I think you could easily rip his legs off if you pull incorrectly.
I'm going to dump a bottle of ink on him.
What color ink is this?
I am guessing. Well, the thing is, actually, I don't necessarily need this anymore because I essentially have like a magical pen now. But with my magical spellbook, so black.
All right, Yanji, what you feel is wet, like gooky, like a gook, just all over you, just poured all over your legs. Yanji, if there's any bit of room for you to look down, your legs are now jet black, shiny right now because it's wet. It's seeping under you, and it's kind of getting like all over your, but it does add a little bit of slipperiness. So Yanji, why don't you go ahead and try that acrobatics check again, and see that it's giving you an option to wiggle a little bit.
Oh my god!
The ink is beginning to dry. It's getting sticky.
I hate it so much.
It's not drying. Well, actually, it might dry somewhat quickly, but it looked like it was going to work a little bit, but it's just not seeping in where it needs to. It's not penetrating.
Actually,
it probably makes me easier to spot.
What is press?
Well, it made him darker.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know. Did you had black? Was it black? Like a black?
Yeah, I have black fur.
Oh, so it's. You know what? You had a little bit of eczema in certain spots. It actually covered it up nicely.
Sensory. Oh. I'm not sure if that would work or not, though.
Well, Rothamir,
Try it.
you did have a good perception. You basically critted that one. You figured out there's a few options here. You could certainly carve around him a little bit to open up the hole. That's one thing, because it's a wooden door, right? It could be carved. You do recognize that if you try to just simply open the door, you might actually kind of smush him a little bit. So opening the door is not exactly an option the way it is. There's carving is a possibility. There's also the possibility of maybe just wiggling him back, like pulling, but it's got to be really gentle. That would require a very, very dexterous. Somebody with somebody with really good dexterity might be able to do this.
What if we?
But be careful, though. You know,
that's what I was thinking. That would require some.
Somebody, it would be a sleight of hand. It would be a sleight of hand check that might be able to wiggle him free, pulling him back. Okay, what were you saying?
What about Rothamir? Is there room maybe to put a crowbar under the door where?
I don't know if this is something that would like prestidigitation. I can soil or clean something.
You could clean him. Well, you can get the ink off him for sure.
Make you like super clean so that you're.
There's always saliva.
Or the thing is, I can also soil it with something. It says I can clean and soil.
We could pop half of them in our mouths.
So I can soil it with something slippery.
You can soil him further.
You could soil me with mud, maybe.
Yeah. That's the only thing I think of prestidigitation is like I can clean, but I can also make you really dirty. Or like to like slip like slimy even.
What about it's like putting a crowbar underneath the door and it's kind of like trying to lift it a little bit, maybe give him another half an inch.
Oh, it's under, right?
Yeah, because he's kind of under it, stuck. I'm wondering if we could,
well, Rothamir, when you investigated, these are very heavy, like thick hinges that keep the door. It would. It's not. I don't know if there's not a lot of give on the door so much. There's much less room than that little corner. Probably had like 3/4 of an inch, as opposed to maybe like 1/4 of an inch or whatever underneath. You could get a crowbar underneath it.
I'm just gonna prestidigitate slime you.
Let's do it.
I'm sorry. Did you have slime that you're gonna use? Or more
no,
ink?
Prestidigitate. I can basically.
Oh, you can slime somebody with prestidigitation.
I can make them very dirty. Well, it doesn't say what kind of dirty.
It could be sewer slime.
Oh
sewer.
God!
Yes.
Not the sewers again.
You choose your slime. What kind of slime are you going to use? Gelatinous cube blood?
Yeah. Well, just like
it's a little acidic.
I
think.
Like actual slime goo.
Goo. All right.
Just like
non-specific slime goo that you might find underneath your shoe after a nice walk in the Xanathar sewers. Okay.
It's like
something you're familiar with that you just in the back of your mind you realize, hey, wait a second, I remember that kind of slime. Wait a second, wasn't there a bucket of something that landed on somebody in one of those sewers?
Yeah, there sure was.
Yeah, that's pretty slimy too. It could be that. You could choose that one too.
Oh my God.
Anyway, let's just say you prestidigitate some slimy substance all over Yanji's body. Yanji, you don't feel very clean right now. You feel less. You don't feel. What's that commercial? The days we don't feel quite as fresh, or I don't know. I forgot what it was. You're very slippery now. So now with advantage, Yanji. You might be able to wiggle yourself free. You could just choose your direction and with advantage, roll that acrobatics check.
Oh my God. You have got to be kidding me. This is so stupid.
I tried. I've done everything I can think of.
Rothamir, you are just the worst kind of person.
Yanji's last 3 rolls were 11.
Well, that didn't work, so I cleaned him up like with
prejudice. The last 3 rolls were 11.
I'm pretty sure I must have an extension for Fantasy Grounds that reverse calculates the number 11. It'll roll whatever whatever it takes to get to 11. All right, Yanji.
my
Yanji's
God.
still stuck. Rothamir leaves. So far, Kenneth comes in. He leaves.
All right, I'm gonna come in again. And
All right, wait a second. You have Dark also. Dark.
Oh, Dark. Yes.
Dark. You've been watching what's been going on here, and I don't know whether you're snickering, laughing. I don't know whether this is funny to you, or whether you think that maybe you should come in and save the day. Any ideas of what you could do to free Yanji from that? He's full of slime. He just can't seem to wiggle himself free. He's very delicate at the moment. You know, he's very small. Legs are dangling. You could go over there and try to make an investigation yourself if you'd like.
I have no idea. I don't have anything.
What would you do if you had a little pet? Do you have those? Do you have any pets? You have cats. Tiny little kitten that's kind of stuck somewhere. I'm sure something could come to mind. It's stuck around a wooden door. The door is actually wood.
Well, I could probably use my thieves' tools to lockpick it.
You could try to lockpick. Well, the thieves' tools are little picks. Could you chisel away, possibly? I don't know.
Works, yeah.
All right. If that's what you'd like to try to do, roll a sleight of hand, and let's see if your you could do some of your fancy work. You did a pretty good job with the traps. Something like a pick, like a thieves' tools type of pick is fine. I'll accept that. Something sharp, but very delicate. Remember, he's very delicate. There we go. That's a good roll. Somebody broke the 11. All right.
I swear.
Dark. All right. Well, first got to get you into the room, but you know what you got to do. So, you jump over. I'm going to just kind of move you over into that room, just for effect. You make your way to that corner. You see him in there, very slimy, full of ink, darker than usual. You take your thieves' tools and the lock pick, which is a sharp tool, and you carefully start picking away at the wood, making little tiny chips at a time. It takes you a little bit of time, but you actually open up around Yanji. Enough of the wood is chipped away without hurting Yanji. That Yanji now has this option to move forward into the room or wiggle himself out. What's your choice, Yanji? You did a good job there.
I'm coming out.
All right. Yanji makes his way out. In tiny form, he almost like crawls out of that little spot. Not a bad idea to try to get in there. It was a little tight. But you did it. Yanji is not hurt, but you certainly don't feel great. Full of slime, full of ink.
No, he prestidigitated that off.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
No problem.
I felt bad because
Now you feel fresh.
Did it, I did it with good intentions and didn't want him to suffer more than he already had.
Well, that was just a silly idea.
All right. Well, you still have a door there.
Yeah, Kenneth. Why don't you come in and open this door? Why don't you not come in and open this door?
All right, I need room. Although Yanji is still really small.
Yanji is small.
No, I came back out.
All right, Yanji comes back out, full size. There you go, Kenneth. There's a door in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna take a step forward. All right, I'm gonna examine. I'll do an investigation or perception. Look at the floor.
You can investigate. If you're specifically looking at something, that would be more of an investigation. You want to see. You were really examining something. Perception is to see whether you just happen, whether you notice stuff. Okay. Does not look to you like there's anything out of the ordinary with the floor in front of you.
All right.
Okay.
I'll open the door. I'll gently open the door.
Open the door, and inside, dimly. I guess all the way at the end is dim light. There's just similar to the other chamber. It's.
Oh, is that Finn? Whatever her is that her bone? Could be a bone.
There is a bone. There is a foot. Could be the other foot.
Oh.
Remember the foot that you threw, Yanji? When you remember?
I do.
Yeah, you threw a foot. You threw a foot at that white.
I did.
With a spell. You cast a spell. The foot kind of like shuddered a little bit and right into the guy, into its head. Something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yes.
All this, Coneth, you're peeking inside the room. The room is otherwise empty. There's just nothing that you could find in there other than just scattered body parts, bones.
Yanji, I suspect that if I were to take one step in, I'll fall into a pit. Can you give me a little look?
Yanji, you're flying. Put you at 5 feet. You come into this room, and why is it that you don't seem to have? I'm clicking on your. You don't. You're not. You don't have a light source. Or,
should have.
Can you see?
I can see a little bit. Yeah.
It's like very dim, though, right?
It is dim. Yeah.
You should have. I would think that you have dark vision, right?
I thought I did.
Senses.
Yeah, that's not a fairy thing. Let me check.
Double check because I think I may have to manually add it under senses. I see it. Speed, fairy flight, fairy man.
No, maybe I don't. I guess I don't.
I don't think you do. Yeah. No, it's dark in there. Yeah, for you. I mean, you got little bits and pieces of Conus light, I believe, and.
Can you? How about we examine the floor? The next. If I move over here.
Yeah, I should. Shouldn't I get Dawnbringer's light?
You do. So as Coneth moved in, there's a little bit of light, but it becomes dim light like towards the end. So basically, he's got 15 feet of light, and that means there's another 15 feet of dim light. So you can. It's not that you can't see. It's that's why you see a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so let me do a perception here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's got a turnaround. Hopefully when you need it. And I feel like you're gonna need it. All right.
Oh my god. Yeah, everything's fine, Connor.
Okay,
I mean, everything it's terrible. Don't come in here.
I'm coming in. Very good.
Coneth walks right in. Trusts Yanji.
I think Yanji. Yeah. How do I know that he didn't see anything?
Coneth, once again, empty room. You see another foot, similar to the foot from the other room, and what looks like it could be a femur of some kind.
If I do a medicine check to see if it matches the other foot.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll a medicine check. It doesn't necessarily match the other foot, but it's definitely a humanoid foot.
Okay. No writing on it, right? Like this was.
No writing.
Whatever.
No. Nothing out of the ordinary. Could be Finette's foot.
Finette.
Don't know.
That doesn't say property of Finette.
There's no serial number or timestamp.
Well, okay. All right, so this room looks nothing much going on.
Yeah, just all that you see. The only thing that you notice is the same mist and stench that permeates this dungeon.
Oh.
This room
get out of here.
It appears empty.
Yeah, I got a great idea. Why don't you get really small and try to sneak under the other door?
I'm on it.
It is a chamber that maybe was meant for you after you make your deal and fail to.
Oh, that's a good point. These could be the burial places of the the various deals he makes. We may very well be Finette's stuff, but we don't see I don't see any pelvises, do I?
No pelvis.
Pelvic bones?
Not okay. Here.
All right, I think we're looking for a pelvic bone. right, so I guess let's start moving out to the other side.
All right. How do you guys want to do it?
Well, I'm kind of stuck behind them, so I can't really do much. Although Yanji's normal size now, right?
Yes.
Yanji is. Are you normal size?
I am normal size now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Conif, you are now at the doorway. Yanji is flying safely, and there's Yanji. There's a door to your, just to your right. That's to the north, and there's one straight across.
Well, I feel like we might as well search this other one too. So,
Okay.
do a perception check after I get over here.
Yep. You roll a perception check. Okay.
11. Oh, well, you got.
You rolled 11 this time. It's like a constant. It's a constant in the universe. Everything is
something
base
about
11
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as you're buzzing around, I would let you do that. You want to roll another perception check for advantage because you're specifically looking for things. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take the 13. So you notice. Sure. True to form, there's something about the plate in front of that door. There's slightly raised something about it. It looks a little bit off.
I don't believe this is trapped over here, guys.
Of course.
Rothamir, walking across boldly, but nothing underneath you. Seems to give away. Lucky.
Warren, can you move out of there so I can get through? Warren.
He goes by Dark.
Dark.
So Tabaxi are usually born of, like, their names are the full name for Dark is Born of the Dark Star.
Yeah.
But his friends call him Dark.
All right, so I'll maybe I can scooch around.
Unless you're not his friend, you could call him Born of the Dark Star.
Dark. All right, but I'm gonna go over here.
Conneth does a little bit of a zigzag. He goes this way and then a quick right, all around that column. Luckily, Conneth,
I don't fall into a trap.
You don't fall into a trap over there either.
Yeah, well,
maybe it's because Rothamir must have passed by there and you noticed that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to follow Rothamir's footsteps.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything you'd like to do, Dark? Basically, Yanji.
I'm gonna check for traps again.
Yep, Yanji perceived. He believes there's a trap over here, which would make some sense because it seems like all the doors had a trap in front of it.
Yes.
So how do I roll? What do I roll again?
So you could use your investigation first to see if you could figure out the trap. I'll give it to you with advantage because your thought might be that these traps are very similar to each other. And once you figure out how to solve the trap, you could then either use thieves' tools or do that with advantage. So roll one more time, and we'll take the better of the two. Investigation. One more investigation roll, and we'll see if you do better than 12. We'll take the better of the two rolls. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Yeah, no, you figured exactly. You've surmised that this is going to be very similar to the other traps, and sure enough, they are. You did a very good job using a sleight of hand roll, and you used. I think you might have used Rothamir's dagger and a python. How many pythons do you have left? Could you, or if you're out, then we might have to think of something else. Let's take a look at your inventory real quick.
I have 10, it looks like.
Oh, okay. So roll a sleight of hand. In fact, I'll do it with advantage. Hit the ADV button on the bottom left of your screen. There's a little button that says ADV. And then roll sleight of hand, which is a skill. And you're going to roll that with advantage. Basically, it's going to roll with 2 dice, and it'll take the better of the 2. There you go. And let's see what you got. All right, perfect. So you take another python out of your inventory, out of your backpack, and you manage to wedge. I'll just bring your character over here. You manage to wedge the python exactly where it needs to jam the mechanism. You test it with your hand. You make sure that the trap door doesn't engage or disengage, or whatever the word is. Okay, it's disabled. We can remove that.
Excellent.
Okay.
Your turn, Kenneth.
All right, here we go.
Kenneth runs in, trusting once again, standing on top of the
quality work.
Very good quality work. Done well. Congratulations on the job done well. Okay.
All right, the door open. The door's open now, right?
Well, that's really kind of a hallway. There's a door at the end of that hallway. There's kind of like a column. An archway.
Yep, and a doorway into this little hallway. So, all right, I'll go in.
No problem, Kenneth. You walk right through, and luckily you don't fall into any other traps.
I open the door.
Yanji is flying behind you. You open the door, and when you do, you hear a couple of things. You hear like the flapping of wings.
Okay.
And hang on. You have the flapping of wings, and all of a sudden, you start to see something coming at you. Right. You recognize it. It is another imp.
Oh.
Roll initiative.
Imps. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Everybody can roll. Okay. As you peek your head in, by the way, Kenneth, it's not just an imp.
Yes.
There's 2 other creatures. And they look like this. Hang on. I gotta find it. These things are lurking behind.
Ugh.
And in front of you is what you recognized as the imp. I don't mean Tyrion Lannister.
Well, I am blocking the door. Hopefully, I'm blocking the door.
Where's the picture of the imp? I don't have a picture of an imp. That's weird. All right, well, at least you got the picture of the closet.
The token has a picture of the imp.
The token has a picture. I could have sworn there was another picture of it. I'm not really sure why I'm... Well, the character sheet doesn't have it. All right, Rothamir, I'm gonna have you move up. Actually, Rothamir, where you're standing, Rothamir, you trigger the floor also falls off.
No.
Now you make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Because you're not quite on it, but we gotta see whether you're gonna slip into it. All right, Rothamir, you managed to right yourself and jump off to maybe over here. Is that good? I'm just randomly just putting you into like as if you just, as the thing triggered, and the floor fell down. You weren't exactly like square on it. You were able to. You managed to jump off and land over there. And there's a pit trap right there that opened up. Let's get right there. Okay. All right. So you made it over there. Okay. By the way, that move was from before, I guess, right? Or were you? Oh no, you were number 1. All right. All right.
Well,
the first round. Yeah, you moved.
I was trying to move before we rolled, but I'm gonna include it as being after.
Well, whatever you want, actually, because if that was already there, you were supposed to move beforehand. So if you'd like to start your turn now, I'm fine with that.
The thing is, I don't think I'll be able to get in there anyway, right?
Well, I mean, you could get to over here, at least, right over there, and you'll have view of the imp.
But I won't be able to kind of spell cast through them.
I mean, technically you can. They're allies, and they could duck.
Okay. Well.
Unless you're doing like a fireball and you don't have like evocation, like there's certain things that you'd have to sculpt around if you don't have that functionality. Okay. In front of you, you see this thing flying and lunging in towards Coneth.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Wait, no, is that bad?
Did it succeed?
So
right?
the imp saved on that, actually.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
With mine's sliver. By the way, did you use the spellcaster helper? Right. Remember that? You hit the star next to the spell. It's got the whole interface.
Oh.
You don't. It doesn't matter. I mean. All right. It's just that it allows you to resolve the spell and all that. Does that spell? What it does is it actually gives me a link to the spell so I can see what it does. I forgot.
Well, it says it must succeed on intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 psychic.
Okay, did not half damage or anything like that?
No half damage.
All right, so there's just no damage on this one. Okay. All right. Are you done with your turn?
Oh, sorry. I forgot that is there a thing on the carousel up there? Let's see.
For the spellcaster helper thing?
Sorry, I'm clicking there. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the
I clicked it up there.
Yeah, it's the star next to it.
Sorry.
All right, Yanji, what would you like to do?
All right, let's see what we got here. Find my actions tab for a second there. All right, hold on. I am thinking that I'm going to have to come past Coneth here.
Okay. You're still buzzing around. You could do it. I think you're a size smaller than him, right? It doesn't matter. He lets you through.
I am.
Duck to the side.
My problem
is it not letting you do it?
No, I'm thinking. My problem is that I'm gonna run in there and then I'm just gonna die. So let me think here. Aren't I supposed to have a pet now?
Are you supposed to have a pet?
Yeah, I'm supposed to have a homunculus.
Oh, I mean, at level 3, you mean?
Yeah, am I on
okay.
level 2 right now? Am I level 3 or am I level 2?
Yeah, you're level 3.
We're level 3, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have a homunculus now.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it. We'll leave that be for now. We'll just do this. All right. So I think what I want to do is maybe ready in action. Oh God! The one time I don't want to roll high. All right, I'm just gonna go in. I've got to. I'm gonna sneak by Nana here.
Okay.
Oh shoot! But then I'm gonna be in range.
Well, right after you go, I'm gonna try to go. So if we can get an advantage, that would work out nicely.
All right. So you make your way right in melee range of the imp.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna scoop 5 feet down.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you
and
doing
then
anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna ready a spell. Can I do that?
Yeah, you could ready a spell.
All right, I want to ready healing touch.
Okay.
If for whoever within 5 feet of me takes damage, either me or Kenneth, if he comes in here.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna flank him.
Oh, you're gonna be flanking. Okay, so I'm gonna ready it on myself then, just in case he comes after me.
Okay. All right. Are you
Oh, I don't have. I want to cure wounds is the one I was looking at.
Okay. All right. So you're readying cure wounds in case you get hurt. Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You done with your turn?
Yes.
All right, Kenneth.
All right, Dawnbringer.
Dawnbringer says yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna maneuver around over here. So now kind of in melee with both of these.
All right. Now keep in mind, right behind you, you have a closet to your.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm glad I didn't fall into a pit. So I thought about that. All right. So and I just have advantage now, right? On this on the empty between me and the Yanti.
Spare me for a second. I think we have very loud music here.
Okay. Here we go. The branded Dawnbringer. Lance. Blam.
What? Whoa.
Okay then.
Did you just one-shot the imp?
Yeah,
It
hit
sure
12
did.
12 hit points.
Oh, that's right. The imp actually isn't all that not too many hit points, but you hit it. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. All right. I only get one attack, right? Yeah. On third level, I think I only get one attack. I'm going to do an action surge. Let's see. Where do I? Okay, so we're just gonna. What just happened? What just happened? Where did it go? Where did it? My action picture disappearing.
I see it in the chat. Some.
Yeah, it looks like
I hit
you
it.
clicked
Oh, I
multiple
guess I activated
Yeah.
it. Okay, yeah, I activated it. All right, yeah.
Okay.
But now I'll attack this. I'll attack the closet. So I pivot to the closet and I'll attack him. Or her. But I don't want to misgender it.
Did you notice your sound?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cool. All right.
Kenneth is just destroying face. I guess I didn't need to worry about it.
You guys
Right.
had so much
Good.
trouble at level 2 with these creatures.
It was unreal.
Yeah, this is great with Okay, awesome.
I think Thavos is,
underestimated us.
Well, maybe he didn't realize you were going to be underestimated. Maybe he might be underestimating you. I'm not really sure. All right, that quasi is done.
Okay, so next actor. Okay. Closet 1.
Closet 1 is eyeing you, Yanji.
Oh, sweet.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
I should have moved closer. I had plenty. I had more. I should have gotten in melee with them, for both of them. Sorry about that.
Hang on. Okay. He rolls his attack on you. So the Quasit takes his little claws and he lunges at you with his claw.
Yeah.
He rolls a 2. Yanji, you're buzzing around, and you. How did you dodge this one? You're actually flying.
I am flying. So he took a melee swing at me, and I just kind of floated up above him.
So you just float above. Luckily, the ceiling is high enough for you to do that, and as he's swinging at you with his claw, he just misses. All right. Let's see. Is this a bonus action? I just want to see something. Which doesn't say. I don't think so. Just wanted to see if there's anything else that Quasit can do. Trades actions. That's it. Quasit is done with his turn. Okay, Dark, what would you like to do?
I would like to move there.
Okay. You run into the room. There's Yanji to your left, and right next to the Yanji and right next to you in melee range is Quasit number 1.
I'm gonna take a swing at it.
Okay. So you can either target it or just drag your roll. You drag your die right on top of the token. You can do it that way too.
I targeted it.
All right, you're targeting and go to your actions tab and choose your weapon and roll the attack roll. I wonder why the Drowcraft studded armor is showing up as a weapon. That doesn't make sense.
I think you got to hit the button a couple times.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't. That is not a weapon. I don't see why. That's weird. Probably needs to be deleted. You have daggers. You have a rapier. You have a short bow. Well, the short bow. All right, with the rapier, you hit him. Nice hit. And then go ahead and roll damage, and you can tell us how you did it. Ooh. Okay, nice. So he's hurt. You can see that you hit him really, really well. He's bleeding, almost bleeding out, not quite dead yet. But what did you do? How did you do it?
I stabbed him in the gut.
All right. So as you run into the room, you pull out the rapier. You unsheath your rapier and you stab him. It goes right into the midsection of his body, and you pierce him. It might even come out the other end. Still alive, but barely. Are you done with your turn?
Yep.
All right. Rothamir, it's back to you.
Okay. I'll move just forward enough to I can actually see him.
Yes, you can. You're now in the doorway. He's kind of like between. You can see him right between Yanji and Born of the Dark Star. Okay.
Wait, I'm kind of confused. Oh, it's because you had it. Oh.
Okay, so what do we have here? I never took the save away, didn't I? But it looks to me like he saved again.
Okay.
Yeah, he rolled an 18. Was that a -2? He rolled an 18, but got a 16? Why does he have a -2?
Yeah, that is a -2.
That's right? Is that what it says?
Oh
yeah. That makes sense. Because this is an intelligence, and he's got a -2. All right.
No.
But still, he winds up saving. It's that goes beyond. Okay. Yanji, you have one more crack at him, maybe?
Yeah, I'll take a crack at it. Hold on. I guess I'll swing my hammer at him.
Okay.
I targeted him, right? Yeah, looks like it.
Yes.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. There we go.
Well, for good measure, go ahead and roll the damage. Not going to need it, but...
Take that!
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
He is gone. Gone, but not forgotten.
So
I
I dropped down
You might
with
forget
my
him.
little hammer. I was floating up above him from dodging him before, and I just floated down. Well, I kind of just dropped, stopped flying, just dropped to the ground and swung my hammer on my way down, just bonked him.
And you basically, he was already from Dark's pierced. When Dark pierced him with that rapier, he was already like on his last legs, and you just finished him off. You just squashed him with that hammer.
Yep.
All right, well done. This was a lot easier battle than the other one, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, let's clear the initiatives, and what you're left with here is this room also has bones. What's that?
Well, now we got a skull and an arm. Maybe the foot belongs in here too. Maybe we should put them all together.
Maybe we can just put them all together and make ourselves a. Am I a necromancer?
I just say it's for that.
You could be a necromancer. Why not? You could be whoever you want to be.
Yeah, this one has bones strewn about. What you do see is there's a chest in the northwest corner.
Who's good at checking for traps? Because our luck will be a mimic.
So I'm still flying. I'm gonna just make sure that there's no pit traps in front of this, right?
Okay. Roll a perception. Or unless you're looking specifically in front of it.
Specifically.
Okay, then roll investigation on that square in front. That's
much better.
Yeah. No, there is nothing out of the ordinary about that floor in front of it. And if you're also checking the
I was going
the
to
chest.
check the chest as well.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like it's locked.
Oh. I'm scared to open it. I'm gonna open it.
All right. Chest creaks open. And inside, you see a book, a tome. You also see next to it a short sword.
Rothamir, there's something I think you'll hate over here.
But this short sword, Yanji, it looks beautiful. So well crafted. Interesting, ornate designs on the hilt. Even the the sword itself, the blade itself, in the middle of it has really, really interesting designs. Like beautiful, well crafted, shiny. Looks inviting.
This looks inviting.
It looks like something you just want to hold in your hand.
I'm gonna touch it. I touched it.
You touch it. It has this nice ring well, I don't know if you picked it up or not, but you just touched it. You touch it. It's got you could tell the hilt is so wrapped in this leather that is it's just so well preserved and in such great condition. It feels good. It smells good too. Like fine
leather. Yeah, definitely picking this up.
You pick it up?
The bigger question is, how do you put it down?
You pick this up, and this is probably the best short sword you've ever seen. You've never seen anything like it. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's amazing.
Put it down.
This is amazing.
I wouldn't go. I would go as far as to say it's magnificent.
Can I even use a short sword? Can I use?
Short swords are usually. I mean, if you can you use a sword?
I don't know.
Let's take a look. What are your going to abilities? You are
simples.
Short sword's a simple weapon. Yeah, your proficiencies.
All right, then
Let's take a look. Simple weapon. Isn't that short sword a simple weapon?
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't martial, but yes, I believe it is simple. Maybe. A long sword is martial.
Okay. It feels this sword just feels so good in your hands. It's like a lot lighter than you would have expected.
Maybe a martial. It's a martial weapon.
What's that?
It's martial.
Yeah,
what,
it's
a short sword?
Yep.
Yeah. It's finesse, but it's Oh.
Do you not oh. I thought a short sword was you know what it was? It's finesse, light. Finesse and light is basically what it is. This is what the sword looks like, by the way.
Ooh, that is super pretty.
Yeah. What's the bottom of it? Oh, wait a minute. What am I looking at? Oh, now I see. Okay, so what's the bottom?
Sword.
What's the triangle? It's like a.
It's just maybe it's just the artwork.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe it'll
so wait a second. So you. Hang on, Yandri. Let me take a look at something. What happens here? Is it the is it your class or is it your what's it called? Your race that allows you to whether you can do march, what your proficiencies are. Your class, right?
Yeah, class.
Okay. What just happened? Under weapons, it says I see a bunch of dots.
That was my fault.
Oh. You could do simple weapons. Is there a feat that gives you martial weapon ability?
There
probably is.
Yeah,
I mean, there definitely is.
Yeah. Well, I think level 4 you get to choose feats. But it's up to you.
I mean, we could pass it to Dart.
He could trade with you. Can you do studded leather armor?
No, I can't do studded either.
Okay. Anyway, there's also a tome in the in the chest as well. Like a book.
Yes, I'll head over there and look at it.
Yeah, I told Rothamir that he was going to hate whatever it was that was in here.
Okay. Rothamir, you head over, and this book looks very interesting to you. Let's see. Let me see if it has an image. Hold on 1 second. There's a I'll describe it to you before I can show it to you, because I don't want to give away what it is. But it basically has very interesting design on its cover. When you open up the pages, there's illustrations, there's all kinds of knowledge in there. Interesting knowledge. Interesting factual...
Is it bound in human flesh?
No, but it is bound in a leather. No, it doesn't look like the Necronomicon. But it's got very interesting, like a design on the front cover with some purple, looks like gemstones of some kind that are actually embedded in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You could roll an Arcana check if you'd like, because you feel something. It's like it's giving off an energy a little bit. You also feel an energy coming from the sword. Yeah. Whatever these both these items are giving off magic. You feel magic coming from them. The tome is not so much. No, I guess it's. I guess it's kind of like a magic of sort. Oh, that's actually giving me a little bit of a description here. So the cover of this tome is decorated in delicate silver filigree, and the pages are of the finest quality vellum. It's written so small, I can hardly read it. You have what? It's not so much that this book is giving off the magic. It's just got a lot of knowledge in it. As you flip through the pages, you see all kinds of exercises in there. Exercises in logic. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You do feel magic coming from it. The words in the book. The words are giving off a type of magic. So you feel it.
I'll keep perusing it.
Okay. You can't help but to be drawn to this book. And as you're reading it, you feel like you're learning things that you haven't learned before. Your knowledge is already growing. You've looked over a couple of the exercises, and as you start to learn a couple of these exercises as you're reading it fairly quickly. It feels like these things are going to be helpful in sharpening your mind.
Yes.
Okay. Anything you guys would want to do? They're currently. I'll put these in the party sheet. They're currently not identified.
Oh, I think I can do that.
Those. I have weird logs. Okay, there it is. Heavy tome. Magnificent short sword.
Ooh, I can identify both of them.
Nice.
Okay. Ritual?
Yep.
All right. While you're performing your ritual, it takes about 10 minutes for each one. Is anybody doing anything? Just
I'll look around the room.
All right. Conith, you're examining the room. You could roll perception if you'd like.
Nice.
You're just walking around the room.
I'm nodding sagely. Yeah, I got, nodding sagely.
Yeah,
there's a bone there.
Nice craftsmanship on these walls.
Yes.
That's beautiful dust on the floor. Beautiful dusty floor. Nice bones.
Is that modern art? Oh no, that's the closet that we killed.
Couple bloodstains. All right.
Bloodstains and a little dramatic touch to the room.
Okay. 20 minutes goes by. Yanji, you can go take a look and see what you find. Look in the party sheet. They should be identified now. Do you guys see it? Did it work?
Yep, I see it.
Okay. And you have the ability to click on the links now?
If I click on it, what does it do?
Tells you what they are. Does it not? Or I would think.
Oh, let's see. Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
So I can now show you what this book looks like. That's what the book looks like.
Oh.
Beautiful book. It's a book, Rothamir, that you definitely want to hold on to and learn from. And read the description of what happens if you continue to read this book. Over the course of 48 hours over a period of 6 days. So you need to study the book. And once you complete the 6 days of not continuous, but at least 48 hours of that in that time, 2 out of the 6 days, you will permanently increase your intelligence by 2.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
That's amazing.
That is on top of whatever cap. So even if you capped out at the 20, that'll bring you to a 22. So in other words, it doesn't cap you at 20.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. You could ultimately get what is your intelligence right now actually?
18.
Okay, so through
I cap out.
it's not it goes beyond the cap. So you can actually get now a maximum of 22. 22 intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sad that I can't use this defender.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I could. That might have been a mistake on my part because I didn't realize. I thought anybody could use a short sword. I didn't realize that you have the. You know what I'm gonna do, because it was a mistake.
Gonna retcon the chest.
Retcon in the chest.
I could either I'll give you a choice. I could retcon the chest and replace it with something else that you can use, or I'll just let you use it. You might be just a different type of
it
artifice.
comes as a benefit. It gives you the feat, as long as you're using
something
it.
like that.
Yeah.
Like its wielder automatically attunes to it and learns how to use a martial weapon or something like that.
Not weapon, I guess.
I'm down with that. I'll use the defender.
Okay. Why don't we do that? You're just allowed. I'm going to permanently just
the defender.
Add the defender will allow you to use it.
Shows you.
It shows you, but it doesn't speak though. Unfortunately, it does not speak.
That's okay. I can tell by its actions.
All right. This gives you a pretty good. This is a Thavos isn't so bad. I mean, I guess throughout the course of history, he must have come across some pretty desperate, like powerful people. All right. I'm giving this. So unless anybody has any objections to short sword defender, going to Ianji.
Studded leather. No, I can use studded leather. I can swap it.
Well, that's up to you. So you could make it where, yeah, it's up to you. I guess you and Dark can figure that part out.
I'll use it. All
right. Anybody? All right. So Rothamir is going to get the tome. I guess it makes the most sense, right? So anybody else fighting him for it? Short sword defender going to Ianji, right?
Yep.
All right. It should now be in your inventories. Okay.
But I tell the group confidently, I think we're good with this room. I studied it. I won. Everything looks in order.
Okay. So Coneth is right. With his perception, all the rooms would look amazing, including the one with all the traps. Totally safe. Nothing wrong with them whatsoever. All right. What do you guys want to do? It's about 1 a.m. There is another room to the north. If you want to continue a little bit, or if we want to call it and save that for next time, it's up to you. I'm okay going a little bit longer if you guys want to.
I think we might have to because Dark is passed out right now.
Oh, okay. All right. It must be Friday nights. Yeah, still a busy day. All righty. All right. So what we'll do is we'll where was this? Oh, that was that trap over there. Okay. All right. Good. So it seems like so far everybody got something nice, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. You guys are cleaning up in this place, and you're cleaning it out as well.
But
you're not out of here yet.
Thavos he's pretty good. I think it's pretty cool. Look at all the good stuff he's giving us.
Oh, I'm actually gonna have to thank him.
And we have to thank him when we see him next.
He'll be happy to see you. Well, all right. Why don't we stop the stream? I'll stop the recording, stop the stream. Thank you, everybody. The one person that might have been watching. Although the one person might have been one of you guys. Thank you for watching and playing.
Okay.
All right,
everybody. Guys. Have a great night.
Okay. Have a good night, everybody. I will, let's figure out the next time. Maybe next week if everybody's around, or I got to double check. Actually, no, next week I think I have some. I don't think I can do it next week. I have an event. But maybe in 2 weeks.
I'm good with that.
He's too popular.
And Fridays are tough.
They really are.
Yeah. All right. We'll give it. We'll try. We'll try to get another session in somewhere, sometime. Hopefully, sometime soon. Yes. But I'll reach out and let you guys know what's going on, and see if you guys are available. I mean, we could potentially do other days too, if there are other days at work. But
So actually, weekdays might work, like a Thursday, if you can do Thursday.
A Thursday is okay. I probably can't go ultra late, but I could probably start a little earlier, like a 10:30 possibly. And maybe go to like 12:30. Or
yeah, that would be okay.
Or 10:30 to 12 or something like that. I could probably do. So all right, let's figure it out. And if it's not Friday, we could try either maybe Thursday, or just or the next Friday. Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right,
have
everybody.
a good night.